Enjoy all the live action with your Edinboro University Fighting Scots on 88.9 WFSE and the Edinboro Sports Network.
Hello and welcome and good afternoon. We are here at Macomb Fieldhouse for an Edinboro women's basketball matchup. The Edinboro Fighting Scots taking on the Slippery Rock, The Rock. Hello, my name is Gabriel Hypes. I will be your play-by-play commentator and making his first appearance on color commentary. You probably know him. You've heard his name quite a lot on the broadcast. Color commentary tonight is Mr. Trey Staunch.
Nice to be here, Gabe.
It's definitely nice to have you, and I'm excited to have you on. I feel like getting an insider perspective in this Edinboro team is a good thing to have. So I want to go right to you. I want to hear what you had to say about the Slippery Rock team, the school. What do you know about them? What are you thinking about this game?
Slippery Rock's a very good team. Their record might not show, but, I think their head coach definitely knows how to coach this game. He's been around this game a very long time, and he's definitely going to have his team ready to go tonight. Yeah,
and I mean, he's in his fifth year at Slippery Rock, and then on the other side, Coach Stan Swank, he's been here for 31 years.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of a difference, but still 5 years is quite a long time, and he's put together quite a program here. But in the ranking, Edinboro tied for first right now in the PSAC, and so what that means, if they can hold on to that number one seed, that means a first-round bye in the PSAC tournament. What would that mean to a team?
Oh, that's very huge. You get a first-round bye in the PSAC tournament. That gives you more time to prepare, more time for your team to get rest. And I think for them going into the tournament, from them, if they can hold on to this number one spot, keep doing what they're doing, keep winning, they're definitely going to have a good chance to go far in the tournament.
And I want to take advantage of it while you're here. It's a doubleheader today. It's the women's game, the men's game. But real quick, I know this is the women's game, but what should we be looking at for the men's side?
It's definitely going to be a physical game, I'll admit. They're very tall, very lengthy. They got some big boys, I'm not going to lie. But, Coach Cleary and Coach Best have definitely got us fired up. I think we feel as a team that we had one stolen from us over Christmas break down there at Slippery Rock, so we'll be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, and so Edinboro taking on the Slippery Rock, looking to hold on to that first seed in the PSAC when they'll match up against IUP. They tied for the first seed later in the season, but this game is going to be a good one, and there's a lot to look out for. And Trey, I want to know who's your player that you should be looking out for the most.
I think for Edinboro, I think I'm going to look at Sierra Roston. Big girl inside, very good in the post, has smooth moves, but not only can she play offense, but she does a very, very good job of playing defense. One of the top shot blockers in this league, especially in the PSAC and the nation. But also, she's getting a double-double every night. I think that's why they're having so much success with her in the post. And once you give it to her, if she's on fire and somebody's double-teaming her, she can kick it out, and you have nice shooters around her.
I like that you mentioned that because I completely forgot. You talk about her shot blocking. I've heard a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true. Did she not set the Edinboro women's basketball record?
Yes, she did. I think it was last game. I think she did.
The record for the most blocks in a season, I think she had 86 now.
Mm-hmm, yep.
And she had I think 4 last game. She was a tear. And so Edinboro looking to face off against the Slippery Rock. Last time these two teams met, it was Edinboro at Slippery Rock, number 17 in the nation. Edinboro got out of there with a 74-52 win. And this Slippery Rock team is, I don't know, they're kind of tricky. I remember last year these two teams played, and this Edinboro team very, very hot in the beginning of the season, and they kind of dwindled off.
Mm-hmm.
And this Slippery Rock game last year was when they kind of had their falling off point. It was a Slippery Rock team that was kind of middle of the road, but all of a sudden they got a win over Edinboro.
Mm-hmm.
They started streaking up, and Edinboro was streaking down. So a rivalry game as big as this, I mean, I know a football player doesn't really like the Rock.
Very much so, but I think if you were at the last game, I guess at Slippery Rock came out hot. They weren't afraid. They went right at Edinboro. But, I think Edinboro is a very good second-half team, and I think they made the right adjustments, and that's why they came out with that victory up at Slippery Rock.
That's what I like about this team, too. Coach Swank making adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some games where he plays the 5 starters, and that's pretty much all he does. But then there's some games it's like Sierra Roston comes off the floor and bring in Shania Sharp or Bridget Schaefer off the bench within the first 2 minutes.
I think that's good. I think that's another thing that'll help them in the tournament. You know, he has trust in his players that are in the bench. He has trust in his players that can come off the bench and do a very good job for him.
And so with that, it looks like it'll be our national anthem. And so we will take a 2-minute break, so don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Edinboro Sports Network.
The Edinboro Sports Network is your source for live coverage of Fighting Scots athletics. Enjoy all of the action on 88.9 WFSE and EdinboroNow.com, with many home games also featured on ETV. Support for this game broadcast is provided in part by Bonnell's Auto Group, featuring collision services in Erie and Fairview, auto glass replacement and repair in Fairview, auto sales in Erie and Fairview, and full rod shop services and restoration in Fairview. Information on each service is on the web at bonnellsauto.com.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Put a spark in your lunch break with DJ Wick and the Midday Cafe, serving up a smorgasbord of tantalizing tidbits, cultural distractions, and all the yik-yak smack. Start and end your work week with a side dish of the absurd. Make reservations Mondays and Fridays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Personalize the menu with special requests and potluck posers. On 88.9 WFSE, live stream at EdinboroNow.com.
The Edinboro Sports Network is your source for live coverage of Fighting Scots athletics. Enjoy all of the action on 88.9 WFSE and EdinboroNow.com, with many home games also featured on ETV. Support for this game broadcast is provided in part by the Edinboro Hotel Bar, serving a variety of lunch and dinner items every day from their location at 100 Meadville Street in downtown Edinboro. Information is at 814-734-5103 or online at EdinboroHotelBar.com.
Warming up a cold car sounds like a smart idea, but it can also be a hot opportunity for a car thief. Leaving a vehicle running with a key or fob inside makes it easy to steal. So don't leave your car running unattended. At the least, use a remote starter and keep the car locked up while it warms up. And never run the car in a closed garage. That creates the possibility of carbon monoxide poisoning. If you know something about car theft, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB, a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Now time for another live Fighting Scots Sportscast on 88.9 WFSE and the Edinboro Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. We are here congratulating Coach Stan Swank, the most wins in PSAC history, men's or women's. And so he's been here for 31 years. He has a ton of wins. To be exact, he's sitting at 574, and that's over 200 more than his losses.
That's a very great accomplishment for Coach Swank, and he's had multiple teams go very far in the playoffs. I think he has another team that can do that here.
He's talked about this as one of his most talented and deepest teams he's ever had. The only thing I can think of that might hold them back is the loss of Shania Sharp.
I think that also, and I think, another thing is that they beat themselves, They're a very good team, and, everybody's going to have them as a favorite going into the tournament, and I think one of the biggest things is they got to stay composed and, stay confident in themselves and do what they do.
Something that they've gotten better at, but I remember in the beginning of the season, this Edinboro team would always start off the game so low. They would start off with some pretty poor teams or some pretty middle-of-the-road teams, and they would start off losing or even go into the half losing, then all of a sudden in the second half, they would beat them by 20.
Right. I think that's another thing, I think going into the tournament, I think they realized that, you can't really start off slow going into the last stretch of your season, and you definitely can't start slow against Slippery Rock, or they could hurt you early.
Yeah, so starting for the Slippery Rock, the Pride, as I found out they're called the Pride, meaning a pack of lions. So the Slippery Rock Pride, starting off as number 1, Madison Johnson, 5'8" redshirt sophomore, from Knox, Pennsylvania. And you have number 12, Sierra Fordham, the 5'6" senior from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Then you have number 20, Leanne Gibson, the 5'10" sophomore from Chicora, Pennsylvania. Number 23, Brooke Hinderlitter, the sophomore 5'9" from Seminole, Pennsylvania. And number 35, Morgan Henderson, the 6'2" junior out of Pittsburgh. And then for the Edinboro side, it's the usual suspects. You have number 2, Michaela Barnes, number 5, Jonte Walton, number 12, Whitney Allen, number 15, Sierra Roston, and number 20, Michelle Yon. And you heard from Trey just a moment ago, his player to watch, Sierra Roston.
Absolutely. You know, I think she's going to have a big game here. You know, I think she definitely has some size on some Slippery Rock players. So watch out for her to get going early. And once they get her going early, I think that's definitely going to open up the perimeter for her shooters around her.
I completely agree. And we're just about to tip off here, right here in Macomb Fieldhouse. 10 minutes on the clock, 4 quarters for women's basketball, totaling up to 40 minutes. And then you can listen to this game live on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio, or you can watch it live, broadcasted on ETV through Stretch Internet. So either way, you can listen and watch, or you can just watch, or you can listen. So just make sure you are tuning in. We're going to start this game from a tip-off from Sierra Roston, going up against number 35, Brooke Hinderlitter. And it's going to go Roston's way, and it's going to go straight to Jonte Walton to start us off with this game. Walton pass to Whitney Allen. Allen right about that free throw line. Got to go back to the top to Roston. Roston sizing up her opponent. Pass down low to Michelle Yon. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. It'll be Brooke Hinderlitter passing it to number 12, Sierra Fordham. Fordham to number 20, Leanne Gibson, who's driving in now. Whitney Allen puts up the shot at the low block, and it's good on the layup. 2 points for Slippery Rock, our first point of the game.
Like I said, Slippery Rock just going at them right off the bat.
Not afraid at all. And Edinboro not afraid on the other end. Coast to coast, Jonte Walton goes, and she finishes with the layup. 2-2 now your score, just under a minute played. And now the Rock with the ball. Madison Johnson with it. Johnson comes back out to the top. Now she'll kick it over to number 35, Henderson. Henderson puts up the shot blocked as she's going up. I don't know if it was either by Roston or Allen, but it was definitely one of them. The ball goes back for a 3-point shot by Gibson. No good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. Allen up the court in a hurry to Barnes. Barnes back out to Yon. Pump fake on the 3. And she gives it up, though, to Roston. Down low. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Allen. She'll bring it back out for the second chance opportunity. No good to Barnes. Barnes, 2 moves, gets her inside, puts up the shot, and she finishes with a little bit of contact. 4-2, your score.
I think that's the thing you need to look at here is the Edinboro guards not afraid to go at them inside and get the 2.
And now Slippery Rock working the ball around. It's Johnson. Johnson driving through the middle lane, puts up the shot. It's going to be knocked out beforehand by Roston now. Taken down the floor by Yon now to Walton. Walton pump fake at the free throw line, but kicks it to Barnes. Barnes to Allen. Allen handoff to Walton. Walton driving in, trying to put up the layup, but loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. 7:59 to go in the first quarter. Edinboro leading 4-2. It'll be Slippery Rock taking the ball down the floor. Fordham guarded by Barnes. Fordham pass to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter back to Fordham in that far side, right side corner. Great pass down low to the low block. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. Missed shot was by Leanne Gibson. Allen will take it down the floor herself to Roston. Right in the paint. Gets the ball taken away from her. Jump ball called. Possession error facing the way of the Rock. Trying to get to Roston early, though.
I agree. You know, they're definitely trying to go inside, but I'm not going to lie. Henderson is holding her own down there against Roston.
It'll be Fordham with the ball to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter bringing it back out to the top. Pass to the far side corner to Fordham. Fordham to Gibson. Gibson puts up the shot over Allen. Shot up, goes all the way around the rim. No good. Rebound by Roston. She had to fight for that ball, but she came down with it. And now Yon trying to get some fast break points. She'll drive baseline, puts up the shot on Hinderlitter. Almost blocked, but they're going to call a foul. And so that's going to send Michelle Yon to the line shooting 2. And we talked about before this game kind of attacking down low, and it'll open up the shots outside. They've been strictly shooting from the paint.
Absolutely. I think that's one of Edinboro's biggest keys is, pushing the ball in transition. Not many teams can run with them, and as you can see why, they're definitely pushing the pace here early.
First free throw by Michelle Yon is no good. 4-2, still your score with 7:01 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw is good, though. So 1 for 2 from the line. It'll be Fordham with the ball. Guarded by Barnes, standing on that E. Pass to the left side to Skyla O'Connor. O'Connor drives in, puts up the shot, makes it with the foul, so she's going to go to the line shooting 1.
What a nice take by O'Connor, fake right, go left, along the baseline. Just took it right at the Edinboro defender.
So the foul is going to be on Jonte Walton. That's the first foul for her, team's first also. Once again, going to be at the line, shooting only 1, made the free throw. 5-4 your score right now. Edinboro still with the lead, and the free throw is good. Going to be rebounded by Walton. Walton will take it over half court. Standing on that McDonald's M. Getting a screen by Ross, and she'll drive in, put up a shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebound by Henderson. Fast break the other way, taken by Fordham. Fordham putting up a shot, no good, but foul called. It's going to be Edinboro's second team foul. They're going to call it on Michaela Barnes. That's going to be her first. So Slippery Rock will be at the line shooting 2. 0 for 1 to start the game for them. First shot for Sierra Fordham. No good. So 0 for 2 to start off.
Not a very good start at the line for Slippery Rock, and I definitely think their coach is definitely trying. I definitely see he's trying to push the tempo and get to the line, but now they just got to capitalize.
Second free throw for Fordham is good. So 33% to start the game for Slippery Rock from the line. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. All tied up at 5. Walton with the ball. Walton taking to this near side corner. Pass back out to the top to Barnes. Barnes getting a screen from Allen. She'll drive in, put up the shot, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock by Mallory Heinel. She'll give it to Hindler. Hindler pass all the way down the floor to Johnson. Johnson driving baseline on Yon. Going to go out of bounds as she's driving in. It was Johnson wanting a little bit of a push called as she's going out of bounds, but no call. It'll be Edinboro ball.
I definitely like the way Whitney Allen rotated there, cutting off the baseline, helping out Jonte, definitely rotated well and caused a turnover.
And now it'll be Walton with the ball. Walking her way up the floor, pass to Roston. Roston to the top to Yon. Kind of a busted play. Yon, step back 3. She was open for a second. She takes the shot, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. Edinboro shooting the ball so far in this game around 25%. Pass down low to Henderson. Henderson guarded by Roston. Roston blocks her as she's going up. Count that to the season-setting record. And now fast break the other way. Yon pass to Barnes. Barnes puts up the layup, and it's good. She got the foul called also, so she will go to line shooting 1 more.
Like we said earlier, Edinboro pushing the pace. A nice block by Sierra Roston. Pushing the pace to Michelle Yon and dumping it off to Barnes for the 3-point play.
7-5 your score now. 5:29 to go in the first quarter. Barnes with 4 points, looking to make it 5. And she does. Free throw is good to make it 8-5 in favor of Edinboro. Now it's Fordham with the ball. Still guarded by Barnes. Fordham to Pietropola. Pietropola to Heinel down low. Heinel gets the ball ripped away, though, by Roston. There's a fight for the ball, and there's going to be a foul called. And it's going to be a foul on number 14, Mallory Heinel. That's going to be her first foul, team's third. And taking a seat is Whitney Allen. Will bring in Allison Thompson off the bench. We talked about that too. Coach Sam Swank loves to substitute players in.
Absolutely, definitely has a lot of trust in his bench player.
And now Thompson with the ball in that far side, left side corner. Pass back out to the top to Walton, to Barnes, to Yon, to Thompson in this near side corner now. To Roston. Roston at that free throw line, couple dribbles. Kick back out to Thompson for the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. It'll be Hinderlitter to Fordham, to Pietropola, Pietropola to Fordham. To the corner on a crazy pass to Henderson. Henderson back out to Fordham. This Edinburgh defense, stout, not letting anything inside. Now a shot, a running jumper from Fordham, no good. Rebound by Thompson.
Nice defensive possession there by Edinburgh, rotating well and coming down in transition.
We see a lot of teams pass very well against Edinburgh. It's because they're passing around the outside and can't get anything down low.
Absolutely can't get down in the paint.
And now it's Walton with the ball. Walton step back, deep two, no good on the shot. Rebound by Hinderlitter for Slippery Rock. Hinderlitter will lose control of the ball right away, and it'll go out of bounds. So it'll be Edinburgh ball when we come back from our first media timeout. Edinburgh leading 8-5 with 4:07 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on the Edinburgh Sports Network. This game broadcast on the Edinburgh Sports Network is brought to you by John's Wildwood Pizzeria, open daily at 105 Erie Street for eat-in, delivery, or takeout. John's menu includes pizza, hoagies, wings, salads, and more. Information is at 814-734-7355 or on the web at johnswildwoodpizza.com. And so, Trey, 4:07 left in the first quarter, Edinburgh leading 8-5. What are you seeing so far?
I definitely see Edinburgh playing some great defense. They're not getting what they want offensively right away. I think that's another thing. They're very patient. If they don't get what they want right away, I think they're definitely very patient on what they want. They move the ball very well, and it's a little slow start, but it's early, so I think they'll be okay.
And we talked about this Edinburgh team was guilty to start the year, starting off the game slow. They never really start the game off slow on the defensive side, but always on the offensive side. And they're shooting the ball 27.3% to be exact right now from the field to start the game. But on the defensive side, they're playing very, very well, holding Slippery Rock at 22% shooting from the field. And so I guess you can't be completely mad.
Right. I think Coach Schwank definitely likes that. His team is definitely playing some well defense.
And now Walton with the ball. Walton to Barnes. Barnes back to Walton. Walton to Barnes once again. Back and forth, back and forth. Barnes to the corner to Michelle Yon. Yon will put the quick three, and she drills it. First three of the game for Edinburgh. Extends their lead to 11-5 with 3:45 to go in the first quarter.
What great ball move. Slippery Rock switching up, going 2-3 zone. Edinburgh just swung the ball very well. Yon hits the three.
A great shot, great finish by Edinburgh. Hinderlitter with the ball on this near side, left side corner, trying to drive in on Yon. Step back, jump shot is good. Rolled all the way around the rim, but it gets it to fall. 11-7, your score now. Quick shot by Walton on the other end. No good. Rebound by Hinderlitter. And they'll take it down the floor in a hurry. Hinderlitter inside, pulls up for a jump shot, and she drills it. Back-to-back points for Hinderlitter.
Watch for Hinderlitter. She's one of Slippery Rock's top performers. If she gets hot, it could be a long night for Edinburgh.
And now Barnes. Barnes off the pass, puts up a three. No one on her, and she drills it. Edinburgh answers right back.
What great ball move by Edinburgh. I'm telling you, like I said earlier, they move the ball very well, and that's why they're so effective.
And that'll be Gibson. Gibson driving on Roston. Walk. Looks like all ball from here.
Oh, absolutely. I think Sierra Ross is definitely not happy with that call.
It's going to be her first foul, team third. And it's going to send Slippery Rock to the line, shooting two. 1 for 3 in the game. Ooh. First shot for Leanne Gibson. High arcing shot, no good.
I think if Slippery Rock wants to stay close in this game, they definitely have to get it down from the foul line. They're definitely getting to the line very well going at Edinburgh, but they're just not capitalizing.
Second free throw, though. 1 of 4 so far. Second one is good. Make it 2 for 5. Iona Vaughn checking into the game for Michelle Yon. She'll pass it to Barnes, back to the top to Vaughn, to the free throw line to Roston. Roston dribble in, puts up the shot, and it's good. Around a couple of defenders. Finished, nonetheless. Makes the score 16-10 with 2:30 to go in the first quarter. It'll be Fordham with the ball. Fordham losing control of the ball, but picks it right back up. She'll pass it to this near side corner to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter putting up a three with a hand in her face. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Whitney Allen. Allen takes it down the floor, pass to Roston. Roston picks up her dribble, trying to pass it to Barnes off her hand, but she gets control of it right before it goes over half court. Barnes pass to Vaughn. Vaughn to the corner to Allen. Allen back to the top to Walton. Walton to Barnes. Back to Walton. Back to Barnes. Barnes drives in with a shot clock winding down. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. And that should... I was thinking that shouldn't be a shot clock violation. I thought it hit the rim, but maybe it hit underneath the basket.
Absolutely, I think it did. I also thought it was a shot clock violation.
So it's going to be Slippery Rock's ball, though, with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. 16-10 your score, with Edinboro leading. It'll be Fordham with the ball. She'll take it to that right side of the floor to Hinderlitter at the top. Henderson. Henderson guarded by Allen, very close. Henderson's got to pull back out, put up the jumper, no good as it was blocked by Whitney Allen. Edinboro back with the ball. Walton takes to that left side, puts up the shot from the low block, no good. Gets her own rebound pass to Allison Thompson in the other low block, and it's good with nobody around her.
What a nice job by Walton, not giving up on the play. Could have been a foul there, but you know, she stuck with it and got the 2 for Allison Thompson.
Yeah, selflessness too. And now Johnson to Hinderlitter, Hinderlitter putting up a shot with a foot on the line, no good. Rebound though by Johnson, the Slippery Rock. She'll take it back out, put up a 3 with no doubt, and she makes it. 18-13, now your score with under a minute to go. Edinboro trying to hurry up down the floor. They're going to throw the ball right out of bounds, and it'll be Slippery Rock ball.
I think that's one little consequence you get for pushing the ball so fast up the floor. You know, you try to get out early, but it doesn't work as well for you.
Pass to the low block to Henderson. Henderson guarded close by Allen. She puts up the shot and she makes it. 18-15, now your score. Edinboro still leading, just over 30 seconds to go. And you talked about, even though Edinboro got a big win last time, the Slippery Rock team came out strong, and they just couldn't finish at the end. Slippery Rock once again coming out very strong.
Absolutely. You know, I think they're definitely not afraid to go with Edinboro. And, you know, they're definitely showing that right now. They showed it down at Slippery Rock, and they're showing it right now here in front of us.
And now Walton pass to Allen. Allen will put up a 3 with nobody on her. Shot up, goes all the way around the rim, and she gets it to go.
I definitely think Coach Swank doesn't like that shot, but he'll definitely take that.
And now trying for a last-second shot at Slippery Rock. They're going to lose control of it, so no shot as it rolls away from everybody. And that'll be the end of our first quarter. Edinboro leading 21-15. We will take a 1-minute break, so don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Edinboro Sports Network.
The Edinboro Sports Network is your source for live coverage of Fighting Scots athletics. Enjoy all of the action on 88.9 WFSE and EdinboroNow.com, with many home games also featured on ETV. Support for this game broadcast is provided in part by John's Wildwood Pizzeria, open daily at 105 Erie Street in Edinboro for eat-in, delivery, or takeout. John's menu includes pizza, hoagies, wings, salads, and more. Information is at 814-734-7355 or on the web at johnswildwoodpizza.com.
You. Yes, you specifically, with probably a sweatshirt on or something. Turn up the radio. I guess. I won't make you.
Back with the ball. It'll be Walton with it. Walton, hand off to Yon. Yon coming to the top. Pass to Allen down low to Ross on the other side. Great pass, great finish as Roston lays it in.
Oh, what a great pass by Whitney Allen, big to big, definitely getting, or a nice cut by Sierra Ross as well to get the 2.
Great all-around play for the Fighting Scots, and now Slippery Rock back on the attack. It'll be Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter getting around her defender, pass back for an open 3 by Henderson. Henderson putting it up, no good on the shot. Rebound by Sierra Roston. It'll be Jonte Walton with the ball now, taking it down the floor. Roston going coast to coast. She finishes and gets the foul called too, so she'll go to line, shooting one more for the traditional 3-point play.
like we said earlier, Edinboro pushing the pace, and it's definitely paying off for them as Jonte Walton finds a crease and finishes through contact for the three-point play.
Remember when Edinboro was shooting the ball under 25%? They are now shooting the ball 48%.
Absolutely. I think definitely Coach Wank and Coach Callie definitely had some words for them in that huddle at end of the first quarter.
Yeah, it has definitely worked out so far. They're leading by 10 now, 25-15. Make it. Nope. Missed the free throw, so it's still going to stay 25-15 with just over 9 minutes to go in the first half. It'll be Pietropola with the ball. Pietropola pass to O'Connor to the corner to number 20, Leanne Gibson. Gibson to Hinderlitter to O'Connor. Trying to get down low, but stolen by Whitney Allen. She knew where that play was going, and she'll work it down the floor to Michelle Yon. Yon to Walton. Walton will put up a three right at the top of the perimeter. She drills it. So what is that, 8 quick points for Edinboro? Something like that to start off the corner. They're leading 28-15, and Slippery Rock's going to need a timeout.
Absolutely. I think Slippery Rock's in some trouble now. As we said, Edinboro was starting off slow, but right now they're definitely pushing the pace, and they're getting everything they want right now.
It's crazy how they can do that. It's crazy how they start off games sometimes just so slowly, and it's looking like, well, maybe they just don't have it today.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden in the second or third quarter, they just start blowing out teams.
Absolutely, and Coach Callie, I could see down in the huddle, is definitely very poised with her team right now. You know, she's saying, guarantee she's saying it's very early. You keep pushing the pace, it could be a long night for Slippery Rock.
So you're thinking that when Edinboro gets off their slow start and then heats right up, you think it's coaching?
Mm-hmm. I do. I think they're definitely saying, you're getting your looks, but you're not finishing well. But you know what? You have to keep playing. There's a long game. You definitely can execute well, and they're a very good team. I mean, they're at the top of the list in the rankings, and that's the reason why. If they start out slow, they definitely can come back down from a deficit, and they have many weapons around.
And so Edinboro right now, as a team, shooting the ball 50%. Your leading scorer, though, is Michaela Barnes with 8 on 3 of 5 shooting. Right behind her, though, is Jonte Walton with 7. And scoring's not the only thing, though. I mean, they're playing very, very well on the defensive side, holding Slippery Rock to shooting the ball 35% overall. And Slippery Rock will get us started once again. It'll be Hinderlitter to Pietropola to the corner to number 20, Gibson. Gibson will bring it back out to the top to O'Connor to Pietropola. Pietropola put up a 3 with a hand in her face. No good. Great rebound by Michelle Yon around 2 defenders. She'll take it down the floor herself. Yon picks up her dribble pass to Rawson. Rawson driving down low, puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Allen. Allen is everywhere in this game so far. Allen to the free throw line to Barnes. Barnes, couple of moves, trying to get her down low, but the ref is going to say she walked, and so that'll be a turnover by Edinboro.
Whitney Allen definitely cleaning up both sides of the glass on offense and defense, definitely helping out Edinboro this first half.
28-15, your score, just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Edinboro leading. It'll be Hinderlitter. Pass to O'Connor. Back to Hinderlitter on that far side corner. Back out to the top to Pietropola to O'Connor. Back to Pietropola to the left side corner now for an open shot by Heino. Heino puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. It'll be Heino once again with the ball, puts up a second 3, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. And they'll get a third chance here as they reset their offense. Man, I guarantee you a coach doesn't like to see that.
No, absolutely. You're trying to limit them to one shot, and Slippery Rock needs to take advantage of this next possession they have.
And now a drive-in block by Sierra Rawson. It'll go out of bounds.
She just ran into a brick wall there. Sierra Rawson, standing at 6'2", is a big girl to try to go over top of.
Yeah, not many players are able to do it. We haven't seen anybody in this game do it so far. It'll be O'Connor with the ball. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Hinderlitter picks up her dribble, warned by Yon. She'll have to give it away. Edinboro fighting for the ball right now. 0 seconds left on the shot clock. It won't be a shot clock violation, though. It'll be a walk by number 14, Mallory Heino. So it might have been poor defensive rebounding, but great defensive play overall.
Oh, absolutely.
And it'll be Edinboro back with the ball. Walton to Rawson, that free throw line. Rawson driving in, puts up the layup. No good. Rebound by Allen. Killing the boards right now, and she puts up the shot, but there's going to be a foul before the shot. It'll be on Slippery Rock, so it'll stay Edinboro ball, inbounding it from underneath Slippery Rock basket.
Like we said, Whitney Allen dominating the offensive defensive glass, and she's definitely given her team extra chances on the offensive end.
On off the inbound pass, Rawson putting up a shot with a foot on the line, so it was a deep one. No good, but she got fouled as she was shooting. So she'll go to line for the first time tonight shooting 2. Rawson's first free throw is good. Here Rawson now with 4 points on 2 of 5 shooting. No, excuse me, 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting, but she has 3 rebounds. And it's not saying here. I have to go to the next page, excuse me. They're also giving her 4 blocks already in the game. Not even halfway through. Second free throw, though, no good. Fast break the other way, shot up by Slippery Rock, no good. Rebound by Michelle Yon. Yon, 2-on-2 opportunity. Jukes out her defender, puts up the shot in the low block, and it's good.
What a nice move. You know, set her step at the three-point line, got around her defender, and banked it off the glass.
31-15, Edinboro pulling away with 6:40 to go in the first half. It'd be Fordham with the ball. Fordham in that far side corner pass to the free throw line of number 20, Leanne Gibson. She puts up the shot, no good, goes out of bounds. I guess it's last touched by Edinboro.
I think the length of Sierra Rawson definitely affected that shot that Gibson took.
11 seconds to go on the shot clock. Slippery Rock inbounds it to Madison Johnson. Johnson trying to drive in. Ball goes off her knee and out of bounds. So it will be Edinboro ball, excuse me.
Slippery Rock not doing very well in the offensive end here. A couple empty possessions, and against a great offensive team like Edinboro, you can't really have that. You got to just score a bucket here and there, but you got to give the credit up to Edinboro. They're playing some solid defense here in the second quarter.
Second quarter not been kind to Slippery Rock. Haven't scored a lot of points overall, and they have 7 turnovers also. It'll be Yon with the ball for Edinboro. Yon to Barnes, to the corner to Walton. Walton back to the top to Barnes. Barnes holding the ball. She'll hand it off to Walton. Walton at that free throw line. Back to Barnes. Deep 3. No one around her, though. She puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. Hinderlitter with the ball, guarded by Yon. She'll take it to that right side of the floor over by the Edinboro bench. She'll pass to Henderson in the corner. Back out to Hinderlitter for a 3. And it's good. Slippery Rock now shooting the ball from beyond the arc. 2 of 7. They cut down the Edinboro lead 31-18 with 5:30 to go in the first half. It'll be Barnes. Barnes to Yon. Yon to Allen. Allen takes a couple of steps in. Pass to Thompson. Thompson, turnaround shot, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Second shot, no good also, but she got the foul as she was shooting. So she's going to go to the line shooting 2.
Nice move, nice drop step by Allison Thompson. You know, went up with the left hand, off the rim, but she stuck with her, got her board. Now she's going to the line for 2.
Edinboro shooting the ball from the free throw line. 3 of 6 to start the game. 7th shot coming, and it's good. 32-18 now, with 5:10 to go in the first half. Allison Thompson has 2 points.
Edinboro doing a very good job of attacking the offensive glass. And, you know, I think that's why they have such a commanding lead right now. Is the more offensive rebounds they get, the more chances are going to the line.
Second free throw is good also. 33-18, just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Fordham with the ball. She'll take it to the right side. Pass to Henderson. Henderson back out to the top to Pietropola. Pietropola put up a 3. No good. Rebound by Yon. She saved it before it went out of bounds. Pass into Allen. Allen back to Yon. To Allen once again to Barnes as she will set up the offense. Barnes taken to the left side. Hands off to Iona Vaughn, excuse me. Vaughn to Michelle Yon. Yon looked like a shot, but it's a pass down low to Allison Thompson. Thompson going up for a shot. It's going to be a jump ball called and possession arrow facing the way of, Slippery Rock.
Nice rotation by Henderson for Slippery Rock. You know, her one defender was face guarding her. She come over and got a jump ball going the other way.
Now be Fordham with the ball. Fordham to Heino. Heino to the corner to Hinderlitter. To Pietropola. Pietropola to Heino. Heino back to the top to Fordham, to Pietropola, back to Fordham. A lot of ball movement, not a lot of movement overall, though, by Slippery Rock. And now a foul is going to be called on Whitney Allen. Allen coming over for the defense. It's going to be her first, team's first also. And Michaela Barnes and Whitney Allen going to be taking a seat. It'll bring in Sierra Roston and Jonte Walton. So now on the floor for the Fighting Scots, you have Michelle Yawn, Jonte Walton, Sierra Roston, Allison Thompson, and Ayanna Vaughn, Fordham driving in on Roston, putting up the shot, no good. Rebound by Roston. They'll get it down the floor in a hurry. It's Yawn with the ball. Yawn driving in, puts up the shot. It's good, and the foul called also. A lot of and-ones for Edinboro to start off this game.
Nice transition basket. Michelle Yawn not being afraid to attack her defender. She took it right through her for the and-one.
35-18 your score now. Edinboro leading with 4:01 to go in the first half. This is going to be their largest lead also at 17. Looking to make it 18. Free throw coming from Yawn is good. So now it's 36-18 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Fordham. Hand off to Johnson to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter puts up the deep 2 jump shot, is no good. Rebound by nobody as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Slippery Rock. So it will be Edinboro ball.
Slippery Rock once again not getting many chances around the rim. You know, Edinboro definitely stepping up and playing some solid defense.
It'll be Walton now. Walton to Vaughn. Down low to Yawn. Yawn around a couple defenders. Going to be tipped maybe a little bit. Shot is no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Slippery Rock, so it'll stay Edinboro ball. A fresh 30 on the shot clock. It'll be Walton inbounding the ball. Into Roston at the top of the perimeter. Roston to Thompson down low, back out to Ayanna Vaughn. You know she's going to shoot it. She puts it up, no good. Rebound by Slippery Rock. And Slippery Rock going to lose control of the ball right away, so it'll be Edinboro ball once again.
Too many turnovers here in the second quarter, definitely for Slippery Rock, definitely hurting them right now.
I like watching Ayanna Vaughn come in off the bench because she is not afraid to shoot the ball at all.
Absolutely not.
She gets an inch of space. She's like, all right, time for my time. It's my time to shine. And
absolutely.
She's going to make use of her minutes. And now a drive in by Walton. No good on the layup. Rebound by Slippery Rock. It'll be Fordham in the corner, putting up a 3, and it's good. 3 of 9 now from beyond the arc at Slippery Rock. And they're down 36-21.
Slippery Rock doing what Edinboro does, pushing the pace, got a nice open 3 in transition.
Roston now with the ball. Roston just holding it, waiting. There's a foul away from the ball. They're going to call it on Allison Thompson. That's going to be her first foul, team second. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
I think we had an illegal screen, I guess they called.
But it will be Slippery Rock's ball. Under 3 minutes to go now in the half. It'll be Fordham to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter to Fordham once again, back up to the top. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. She's going to get a screen, but she's going to lose control of the ball, but Slippery Rock will come back down with it to Johnson. Johnson putting up a shot with the shot clock winding down. She'll go up for the layup, and no good, but got the foul called. So she'll go to line shooting 2.
That was a very questionable call as Sierra Roston stood there straight up and down. I'm not sure what they saw. They might have saw the body, but not really sure.
First free throw is good. We're the Edinboro Sports Network. We're allowed to say the refs were wrong when it goes against Edinboro. There's nothing wrong with that. It didn't look like much to me either. But they're at the line shooting 2. First one is good. Bridget Schaefer coming in off the bench. And so are Whitney Allen. Second free throw is no good. 36-22 now. Walton with the ball. Walton to Barnes. Barnes holding that ball back to the top to Allen, to Walton on that left side. To the top to Barnes, to Vaughn, to Walton. Walton now trying to drive in, losing control, gets it right back. Puts up the jumper, hand in her face, no good. Rebound though. fight for it down low. It's going to come up Slippery Rock's way. There's a fight between Bridget Schaefer and Morgan Henderson. Henderson came up with it. They'll get it down to 4 in a hurry. Now a drive in by Hinderlitter. Going to be a foul called, blocking foul on number 24. Nope, number 5, Jonte Walton. That's going to be her second foul, team's fourth. It's going to be a regular foul, non-shooting foul. So they're going to be inbounding it from underneath the Edinboro basket. And Walton with 2 fouls is going to take a seat probably for the rest of the half. It'll bring back in Michelle Yon. Slippery Rock off the inbound to Hinderlitter. Pass. Henderson down low. Henderson, good move to get open down low on the pump fake, and it's good on the layup.
What a nice drop step by Henderson. Took it right at Allen and put an easy 2.
Those are moves we see on the men's side by Trey Staunch. I'm sure we'll see later in the men's game, but now it's Yon with the ball. Get a little bit of separation. She puts up the 3, and it's good. 39-24, a minute and a half to go in the first half.
That's one girl you don't want to leave open for Edinboro, is Michelle Young, because she can hurt you.
Deadly from beyond the arc. Now it's Johnson. Look at the ball stolen away, but she keeps a hold of it. Now a foul called away from the ball. That's going to be the 6th foul on Slippery Rock. Foul's on number 35, Morgan Henderson. 1:15 to go in the first half. Edinboro leading 39-24. Kayla Barnes will take it down the floor. Barnes hand off to Vaughn. Getting a screen from Schaefer. She'll bring it back to the right side. Hand off to Barnes now. Hand off to Yon. Yon step back, thought about that 3, but lost control of it. She'll pass it down low to Schaefer. Schaefer to Allen. Back to Schaefer to Vaughn. Shot clock winding down. Vaughn will drive the baseline. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Pietropola. Now a fight for the ball. And there's going to be the shot clock is going to go off, even though it was Slippery Rock's ball and the ball touched the rim, so it should have never went off in the first place.
I think we're going to have a foul call here on Edinboro on Michelle Yon.
They're going to call Yon for diving in and trying to get the ball back. Coach Swank is not happy about that.
See, I think that's a foul where you need to just let it go. You know, players going at it. Nobody really had control of the ball, and tough break for Edinboro right there.
Now Slippery Rock in the bonus, so they're going to be at the line shooting 2. First free throw is good. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you kind of let that one go. Game clock winding down in a half, winding down. 2 players just diving for the ball, and you're going to call one of them. I don't know. I don't like it very much, but second free throw, no good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. 40 seconds to go in the half. It'll be Barnes with the ball. Barnes to Schaefer to Yon. To Barnes, to Vaughn, to the corner, to Yon. Working the ball all the way around. Slippery Rock not allowing anything inside. Barnes will hold it now. At the top of the perimeter, 3 seconds to go. She doesn't realize, she drives in, puts up the shot. I don't know if she got it off, but the shot did not fall anyway. And Barnes is pretty much saying, that one's on me.
I think Michelle Barnes definitely lost sight of the shot clock as it was winding down.
So 11.8 seconds to go in the first half. Edinboro leading 39-25, but Slippery Rock looking to hold it for a last-second shot. It'll be Hinderlitter to Johnson. Johnson back to Hinderlitter. Down low, great pass. Number 20, Leanne Gibson. Gibson puts up the layup, and it's good. Shot clock, game clock expire, and we will go into the half with a 39-27 Edinboro lead. What did you like about the half, and what did you not like about the half?
I think Edinboro definitely had a slow start to begin the game, but you know they definitely know how to get them going. They definitely came out in the second quarter, firing on all cylinders, pushing the pace. But you also got to see on Slippery Rock's side, they started off slow in the second quarter, and that last 4 minutes they definitely took it at Edinboro, and now they're only down 39-27 going into the half, which isn't bad.
Yeah. And so it's anybody's game as we come back to the second half. I just want to thank Trey for coming up here. I think he did a very good job. Maddie's over here on our camera saying, no, you didn't. But I think he did a great job, and we'll hear you again Saturday, right?
Absolutely. I'll definitely be on.
And then maybe you can get some play-by-play experience on that also. So thank you for listening to the first half. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. before we get back in the second half, so don't go anywhere. Edinboro leading 39-27. We will be back in around 10 minutes, but in the meantime, listen to some music right here on WFSC at 88.9 Fighting Scots Radio.
Y'all ready for this? quarter. It's pretty good. My eye was on Michelle Yon the whole time. She was everything she had. She just sunk that.
Now Edinboro will get us started back up. It's be Allen with the ball to Barnes, to Walton, to Yon in this near side corner to Roston, to Allen. Allen losing control of the ball, though. There's a fight for the ball. No one's coming up with it so far. A jump ball called in the possession era, once again facing the way of Slippery Rock. There's been 3 jump balls. All 3 of them have been Slippery Rock.
Yeah, it's kind of,
That's the way she goes.
Yeah, if you're Slippery Rock, buy a lottery ticket. That's pretty lucky.
And now, Slippery Rock once again with the ball. It'll be Fordham. Pass to Gibson. Gibson holding the ball, pass to Fordham now. Fordham to Hinderlitter. A lot of ball passing, but not a lot of ball movement. Fordham down low to Johnson. Good play. Trying to finish off, though, but the layup by Johnson, no good. Rebound by Edinboro. Roston will go down the floor now herself. Roston puts up the layup, no good. Rebound by 2 players. It'll be Slippery Rock and Allen. Jump ball called, possession error facing the way of Edinboro.
Well, there's one for Edinboro.
Yeah. Boom.
Let's see if they can do something with it.
Inbounding into Roston. Roston working her way inside, puts the shot, no good. Foul called though, and she will go to the line shooting 2.
2 shots.
2 shots. 1-2 Edinboro so far. 6 of 9 from the free throw line for 67%. Shooting the ball right around 40% in the game from everywhere else. First free throw for Roston is good. Roston now with 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and give her 5 blocks. also.
5 blocks.
We talked about before the game, she set a season record for blocks in a season, and now we didn't get to finish that shot because off the missed free throw, Whitney Allen trying to get it. She's down on the floor. She has not gotten up yet. She's slowly getting up, but a trainer out there now.
She was kind of holding her mouth or her throat. I don't know what's going on. Not her fingers? I don't know.
We're looking right now.
She's coughing. She might got knocked in the throat pretty good.
Still out there with Coach Wheeler and a trainer. You can watch all the live action right here on ETV, streaming through Stretch Internet, or you can listen live on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. And Whitney Allen will walk off the court. Looks like maybe she just got hit in the throat, but she's walking off. She seems okay. It'll be slippery rock ball. But what I was saying, with Sierra Rawson, she set the season record for blocks in a season. She has over 85 now, and add 5 more in this game. She's got a lot. A force to be reckoned with.
That is a force to be reckoned with, indeed.
And now Hinderlitter with the ball. Hinderlitter to the top. Henderson to Johnson. Johnson puts up a shot at the free throw line, sinks it. 40-29 your score. Edinburgh leading with 8:30 to go in the third quarter. It'll be Walton with the ball. Walton to Roston. Roston picks up her dribble and pass. She'll hand it off, to Barnes. Hand off to Walton. Walton getting a screen, brings it back out to the top. Now pass to Roston. Still beyond that arc. Slippery Rock hasn't let anything inside yet. Roston drives in, kicks out. Now Barnes will drive in, puts up the jump shot, mid-range, no good. Rebound by Roston. Roston putting up the layup, no good. Rebound by Roston. Roston's going to be fouled, though. It'll be a non-shooting foul, so Edinburgh will be throwing in underneath the Slippery Rock basket. But
that could have been a shooting foul. She is really nice on that high glass right there. It sunk it in.
For Edinburgh, a good defensive stop there. A lot of offense. A good offensive rebounds is what I'm trying to say. They had 3 there. Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing.
They had 3 chances for points. None good, but they'll get a 4th one here with Allison Thompson shooting the ball. No good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Slippery Rock finally. It'll be Johnson. Johnson will take it down the floor, put up the 3 immediately, and she drills it. They cut the lead back down to single digits. The 40-32 Edinburgh lead with 7:43 to go in the third quarter. Walton, coast to coast, puts up the layup, no block. Rebound by Slippery Rock behind the back, inside by number 1, Madison Johnson. Ooh, couldn't finish though. No good. Rebound though by Slippery Rock. Second shot, a jumper, no good. Edinburgh getting down the floor in a hurry. They'll have to foul to slow him down, but wow, that was dirty. Just couldn't finish.
That was slick. Right behind the back, goes for a layup. Doesn't go in, but I mean, if that would have went in, that would have changed a whole lot of morale right there. I think Slippery Rock's on the spark.
Yeah, but now Allison Thompson taking a seat will bring Whitney Allen back into the game, so she's okay.
She's all right.
She's aight. It'll be Fordham with the ball for Slippery Rock.
The fire's cooled down a little bit here.
O'Connor with the ball. O'Connor brings it to the middle, drive in on Roston. Roston disrupts the shot, no good. Rebound though by Slippery Rock. Second shot is good. Slippery Rock back into this game. 40-34. Edinburgh leads. 7 minutes exactly to go in the third quarter. Barnes to the top to Allen, to Walton. Walton driving in. Gets fouled as she's going up, so it's going to be a shooting foul. Walton's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
Edinburgh's been really good all night about drawing the fouls when they need it.
Edinburgh shooting the ball from the free throw line, 7 of 11.
Forcing it in there.
First shot for Walton is good.
8-12.
41 to 34. 6:51 to go in the third quarter. Walton, second shot, no good, but rebound by Whitney Allen. Allen takes it to the near side corner, pass back off to the top to Walton, and they'll reset their offense like nothing ever happened. Walton, guarded by Hinderlitter. Walton fakes right, goes left, gets a screen, puts up the layup, and it's good. Great play by pretty much everybody, and it finishes with a layup by John Tay Walton. 43-34. Now a foul called before even the inbound.
Technical?
It's going to be a technical. I think they're going to call maybe taunting on Jonte Walton, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, it's going to be on number 15, Sierra.
I was going to say, she and 23 they were going at it for a second.
I didn't get to see. But Sierra Ross, I've never seen even the slightest really yelling. I mean, she gets called for fouls all the time, especially with how many blocks she has. And she always just turns her back from the refs, and she never says anything. So that's kind of uncharacteristic from her, but it's going to lead to a couple of free throws for Slippery Rock, and then they'll get the ball back for Hinderlitter. Ball does not lie, missed the first free throw. Second free throw is good, though. 43-34, Edinburgh leads with 6:32 to go in the third quarter. Slippery Rock just had 2 free throws from a technical foul from Sierra Roston. It was Roston's third foul, too. But they got the ball right back. Having trouble passing it in, they finally do. Without a second to spare, they get it into O'Connor. O'Connor driving in, kick back out to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter in that far side corner. She'll bring it back out of the top to reset their offense. Hinderlitter guarded by Yawn. Pass to Johnson. Johnson holding the ball now. Pass down low to O'Connor. O'Connor, defender on her, made the shot anywhere on the layup. 43-67, momentum in favor of the Rock. Jonte Walton now with it now, excuse me. Walton driving in, brings it back out herself. Pass down to low block now to Roston. Roston puts up the shot. It's good, but there's a foul before the shot, so it will not count. And Edinburgh will be throwing in from underneath Slippery Rock basket.
I thought there might have been a charge for a second, but apparently not.
It's a good thing. Walton inbounding it to Roston. Roston trying to pass it to Bard, knocked away, but she gets it right back. Roston now dribbling in, going to be fouled. So back-to-back fouls for Slippery Rock. They are now in foul trouble. That's 5 fouls, so Edinburgh now in the bonus. Shooting 2 at the free throw line will be Roston. 5:49 to go in the third quarter, and Edinburgh will be in the bonus for the rest of it. That is pretty major. They just got to keep converting. They got to do better at the free throw line, and they can pull away a little bit here. First free throw by Roston, no good though. What'd I say? What did I say?
I didn't hear what you just said.
I said they got to be better at the free throw line, no, and they could possibly pull away.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, a lot of buzzers going on.
Mm-hmm. Second free throw by Roston is good, though.
Okay. Lucky bounce.
44-37. Edinburgh leads with 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Johnson to Fordham. Number 20, Leanne Gibson. Gibson now to the corner to Johnson. Johnson driving in, kicks back out to Heino. Heino will put up the 3. It's good, but guess what? There is a foul away from the ball. Slippery Rock with a mental error. Will not get the 3-pointer to fall.
Edinburgh's getting real lucky with those.
Well, I mean, it was a foul which prevented the defense, which
exactly.
in turn led to the open shot. So you got docked for what you're doing, but now Roston with the ball. She'll drive in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. She is physical today. She'll pass it to Roston. Roston puts up the layup, but it's good. But Whitney Allen now having a day, 12 rebounds, a lot of those on the offensive side. Doing a very, very good job. And now Pietropolo with the ball pass to Gibson. Gibson to Johnson. Johnson with the screen leads to an open 3. No good. Not enough on it. Fast break the other way. Michelle Yawn, no one around her, puts up the layup, but it's good. She had a step on Madison Johnson. She finished Edinburgh back to a double-digit lead, 48-37, with under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Edinburgh's defense not letting anything inside or the outside. Almost got a back court.
And almost got a steal there, but Slippery Rock still with the ball. They'll shoot the 3.
Wow.
She drills it. Shot by Mallory Heino. Gets momentum right back at Slippery Rock's favor.
Things are heating up right now, Gabe.
Back and forth they go. It'll be Roston with the ball on the low block. pass back out of it to Allen, back out to Barnes, puts up the three, tips though, rebound by Slippery Rock. Fordham with a three as soon as she gets down the floor, no good. Fast break the other way, Yawn to Roston. Roston putting up the jump shot, it's good. She kind of just threw it at the rim, thought she was going to get fouled, but she made the shot anyway.
She let that go from the stripe, Gabe.
50-40, she was running when she shot it. 3:45 to go.
Right, two boxers going at it here, punch for punch. Tempo's getting slowed down a little bit now. See if Rock can capitalize.
Fordham to Pietropola to Johnson to Heinel. Heinel puts up the shot over Allen, but Allen disrupts it just enough. No good. Roston with the rebound. Fast break the other way to Yawn. The length of the floor. Yawn finishes on the layup. Deja vu, as we just saw that play just a few minutes ago. Give Yawn 16 points now. And on the other end of the floor, Roston block. And it's a big block on number 12, Sierra Fordham, but somehow gets called with the foul.
That was clean.
That was clean as ever, and Roston sends the ball straight back. But that's going to be Roston's fourth foul now, and so she's going to have to take a seat because one more and she's out. And that will take us to our third quarter media timeout. Edinburgh leading 52-40 with 3:16 to go in the third quarter. We will be back in 1 minute right here on the Edinburgh Sports Network.
Let's talk about Michelle Yawn. Every time Edinburgh gets a rebound, she's like a receiver. It's like kind of watching a football game, which I'm used to. She runs down the court on the fast break and puts it in. And we're back. Let's see what we got going on here. It looks like Rock's going to shoot two. Number 12 for the Rock. That will be Sierra Fordham at the line.
Yeah, 3 Fordham at the line, shooting two. Silver Rock, 5 for 11 at the stripe tonight. And no miss. They're 12. 5 for 12 now. 52-40. 3:16 to go in the third quarter. Edinburgh's got the lead. Second free throw is good, though. So 52-41. 3:15 to go in the third. Allen with the ball. Allen driving in. Brings it back out to Yawn. Yawn, deep three. NBA caliber three. No good, though. Rebound by nobody as there's a foul called. Allen had her hands on it. It's going to be a foul, though, on Slippery Rock. It's going to be on number 11, Pietropola.
Jan did not miss by much. You know, we're talking inches here. That rim just wasn't lucky.
And Allen at the line shooting two. She's got 13 rebounds and 3 points. First free throw is no good, though.
Line drive shot right there.
She has a line drive jump shot, but I'm telling you, it goes in.
There you go.
A very high percentage of the time, especially from three. You'd be surprised. She's a very good three-point shooter, and the second free throw is good, though. 53-41, 3:04 to go in the third quarter. We will take a 30-second timeout. Don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Edinburgh Sports Network.
So you don't have to miss even a minute. It's the Fighting Scots in action on the Edinburgh Sports Network. On the radio at 88.9 WFSC and online at edinburghnow.com. Video of many home games is also featured on ETV. This game broadcast is underwritten in part by Bonnell's Auto Group, featuring collision services and auto sales in Erie and Fairview and auto glass replacement and repair along with full rod shop services and restoration in Fairview. Information on each service can be found on the web at bonnellsauto.com.
It's time for another live Fighting Scots Sportscast. This is 88.9 WFSC with the Edinburgh Sports Network.
Hello and welcome back to the Edinburgh Sports Network. Edinburgh leading 53-41 in women's basketball with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Jared, tell me about it so far. Tell me something. Tell me something about this game, anything.
Anything. I am really impressed with Sierra Roston. She just gets her hand up there. Been called for a lot of fouls, which, I mean, you know, we're Edinboro, but still, I don't agree with it. They've all been clean for the most part, and she's in foul trouble, so she's sitting on the bench. I'm sure Michelle Yan, like I've said earlier, she's, you know, sharpshooter from three, and we've seen her like a messenger on the layups, putting it in there. So now we're back. The Rock has the ball, number 14.
I'm good now. I'm sorry.
All right, I got you, Gabe.
Thank you very much, Jared Wayman. But now Pietropola to Hinderlitter. Guarded by Yan. She'll drive in, puts up the shot, no good, but foul going to be called on Michelle Yan as she's going up. So she'll go to line shooting two.
I will agree with that one. That one looked like a foul.
We're going to agree with them sometimes. That's going to be Michelle Yan's second.
Respect the stripes.
Respect the stripes. Never.
Never.
First free throw by Hinderlitter is good. Slippery Rock now shooting the ball from the stripe. 6 of 13, under 50%.
Wow.
Second shot, no good. Rebound by Thompson. She'll pass it up the floor to Walton. Walton will set up the offense. To Barnes. To Yan. Yan driving in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound. Excuse me, not rebound. Fouled as she's going up. She's going to go to the line, shooting two.
Just sneaks in there every time she gets a chance.
Yan, 16 points, looking to make it 17, and she does. (54-42), Edinboro lead with 2:32 to go in the third quarter. Second shot for Yan is good also. 55-42 now. Slippery Rock Edinboro, trying to pull away a little bit. They had a 18-point lead at one point.
Edinboro's just stuck to the green like glue. Not letting anything in there.
Pass to Henderson down low, guarded close by Allen. And Allen, Henderson puts up the shot, but before the shot, it's going to be a walk called in Allen. Playing great defense overall. This Edinboro women's basketball team is infuriating because before the game, we try to sound so smart, and while I'm talking by Michaela Barnes, she puts it up and it's a three-pointer and it's good, no one around her. But we try to sound so smart before the game. It's like, well, this person and blah, blah, blah person's going to have a good game. We're always wrong because this team is so deep and anybody can have a good game at any moment. And just as we see right there, Whitney Allen getting the offensive charge called. She goes flying back and it'll be an offensive foul. It's insane. Like what I was trying to say is this team is just so deep, it's impossible to predict who is going to come out and be the star of this game. And right now the star of the game is Whitney Allen. She's playing absolutely insane on the offensive and defensive side.
Said it better than I could.
I still stumbled around a little bit, but like I said, we try to sound so smart and we're always
You just
wrong.
can't, okay?
This team is too deep.
Yeah.
And they're up right now, 58-42 with under 2 minutes to go now. There's a foul away from the ball.
I mean,
it's going to be on Slippery Rock.
Looking at the bench, I mean, at least half those players, their warm-ups are off. I mean, the bench is a key part of the game, which people don't really understand. Like, they really underestimate it. But we see players coming off the bench putting just as much work as the starters are, and you see on the scoreboard, I mean, Edinboro's up by 16.
First free throw by Barnes because they were in the bonus. It was a non-shooting foul, but Edinboro in the double bonus. First free throw by Barnes, no good. That's the only thing I can critique Edinboro right now.
Free throws.
The free throw line hasn't been great, but second free throw is good. But they're still up 59-42 with 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Poised to improve their record to 21-2. 21-2 on the year they're looking to go. I'm sorry, excuse me. Had trouble talking there for a second, but now a shot by Slippery Rock, no good. Foul is going to be called, though, on number 3. Excuse me, on number 5. I was like, this is not number 3. On number 5, Jonte Walton. It's going to be a third foul, team fourth. First free throw by Madison Johnson is good. Second free throw coming. It's good also, but Edinboro, like I was saying, looking to improve to 21-2 on the season, still hold down that first place in the P-Stack. Now coast to coast, Jonte Walton goes. She gets around 5 defenders, maybe even 6 if they had 6 out there. I don't even know. It was so quick, couldn't tell, and Jonte Walton is pumped up as she drills the shot, banks in the layup, and gets the foul called also. She's going to go to the line, shooting one more. This Edinboro team.
Scrap the Fighting Scots. They're the Edinboro Fighting Ninjas. They're so quick, and they just deke in there. Any place they can get. If they see a crack, it's just like a door is open. They're just like cats. If you can put your head through it, they're going to get through it.
And you talk about quickness. Just a few minutes ago, this was a single-digit Edinboro lead. Now all of a sudden, it's 61-44, and Jonte Walton misses her one free throw. Rebound by Slippery Rock. Driving in is Johnson. Johnson bounced off the leg, going to come up Edinboro way. They'll get down the floor in a hurry. The other way, it'll be a jump shot by Michaela Barnes. No good. Rebound by Michelle Yon. And they'll reset their offense and slow it down just a minute. You might as well. Up now by 17.
We saw Yon just going on another streak like a wide receiver.
Deep three by Jonte Walton. We'll call that one a heat check. She drills it 64-44. Under a minute to go in the third quarter now. This Edinboro team is exploding.
It is getting a little warm in here. I'm getting hot.
Oof. And it'll be now Slippery Rock, Gibson, pass to Henderson. Henderson, pump fake on a 3, step forward, step back. Open 3, takes the shot, no good. Rebound by Jonte Walton. Walton, pass up to Barnes. Barnes on the other end, puts up the layup, gets hit in the head. No foul called, but she finishes anyway. Edinboro now up by 22 with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. This Edinboro team, once they find their groove, they are hard.
They just have their foot on the gas, Gabe. They're not even looking back. Get out of the way, son.
Under 10 seconds to go, no shot clock. Fordham takes it to the right side, 3 seconds to the top to Henderson. Henderson didn't realize the clock was running down, just has to put it up at the buzzer. No good on the shot, and that will take us to the fourth quarter. Edinboro exploding at the end there. They're up 66-44. That'll be the end of the third quarter, and we'll be right back with the fourth quarter in just under a minute. So don't go anywhere. You are listening to the Edinboro Sports Network. Network. Fourth quarter starting in women's basketball. The Fighting Scots taking on the Slippery Rock Rocks.
Here we go.
Edinboro up 44, excuse me. Jared, you're going crazy tonight. And it'll be Gibson with the ball for Slippery Rock to start us back up. Gibson to Fordham to Johnson. Back to Fordham at the top to Hinderlitter to the corner to Henderson.
Nothing inside.
Just working around the perimeter. Henderson will drive in just a little bit, put up a shot at the free throw line. No good. Rebound by Hinderlitter. Should have put up the second chance shot. It'd be a foul, though. They'll call it a push-off by Hinderlitter. That's going to be our third foul, team first. 9:34 to go in the fourth quarter. 9:34 to go in the game. 66-44, Edinboro lead. Walton will take it down the floor. She'll pass to Yon to the corner to Allen. Allen will put up the three, and it's good. I told you, Allen, she has a line drive shot, but she can drill it from anywhere. She is a deadly three-point shooter and somebody that a lot of teams will leave open because they're like, oh, she can't shoot the three. Well, she absolutely
can. Just put her arms up like, yeah, all right.
And now Hinderlitter with the ball. She'll drive in, puts up the shot, and no good. Rebound, though, by Henderson. Henderson, second shot, no good also. Will go out of bounds. Last touch by Slippery Rock. And it'll be Edinboro ball.
Another thing I want to talk about Edinboro is like the team chemistry. We just saw, we just saw Whitney Allen and Michelle Yon. They were just, laughing and giving each other high fives. Like, good job, man. And I mean, yeah, something you really need in a team is like, team bonding and all that good old stuff.
And now it'll be Michaela Barnes. Barnes takes it to the right side. She'll drive in. Picks up her dribble, kick back to Yon. Yon, step back to Barnes. They're working the ball all the way around, driving in, kicking it back out. It'll be Walton now with the ball. To the corner to Allen. Allen put up a three once again. No good. Hand was in her face with the shot clock winding down. Rebound by Slippery Rock. Fordham with it. Fordham driving in. Shot up. No good. Rebound by Thompson. Good defense by Edinboro there. Thompson will take it down the floor. Pass to Yon. She'll drive through the open lane. No good on the shot, though. Now, a shot on the other end. No good. Rebound, though, by Slippery Rock. Second shot is good. Mallory Heino, and now fast break the other way. Shot up by Walton. Walton blocked. She gets her own rebound. No. Pass back to Michaela Barnes for an open three. She drills it. Edinboro, as a team, shooting the ball from beyond the arc, 8 of 15 for over 50%. What more could you ask for?
On the gas.
They're up right now 72-46, but you would think they're down 72-46, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor. We will be back in 30 seconds with Edinboro up big right here on the Edinboro Sports Network.
So you don't have to miss even a minute. It's the Fighting Scots in action on the Edinboro Sports Network. On the radio at 88.9 WFSC and online at edinboronow.com. Video of many home games is also featured on ETV. This game broadcast is underwritten in part by John's Wildwood Pizzeria, open every day at 105 Erie Street in downtown Edinboro. For eat-in, delivery, or takeout, John's menu includes pizza, hoagies, calzones, wings, salads, and more. Information is at 814-734-7355 or on the web at johnswildwoodpizza.com.
Welcome back to McComb Fieldhouse. Edinboro up big now in the fourth quarter, 72-46 with 7:47 to go. Who do you think's gotten there, Jared? Who do you think has gotten them to that big lead?
I'm gonna have to go with Jonte Walton. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with Walton and Jan combo.
I like that.
I'm gonna go with that because sharpshooting is a very, very hard skill to do, and beyond the arc, they're just sinking it. And I think that is what is building up to the inside work that Whitney Allen is doing as well.
And I don't want to forget about Michaela Barnes. She has 17 points herself on 50% shooting. She's having herself quite a second half too. And it'll be Slippery Rock back with the ball. O'Connor losing control of it. She gets it right back though. She's in this near side corner. Pass the low block to Hinderlitter. Hinderlitter puts up the shot over Michelle Yon. She drills it. Layup goes in. 72-48 now. Under 7:30 to go in the game. Taking down the floor is Walton. Walton puts up a three like it's nothing as soon as she goes down the floor. It's still going to call it a 2, though, foot on the line. But that was, in all senses of the word, a heat check by Walton. She was like, can I make this shot? And she absolutely did. She has 17 points now.
I was right.
Pietropola with the ball. Pass to Henderson. Henderson across the floor to Heino. Heino bring it back to the top. Heino getting a screen, set up for the three. No good. Rebound by Allen. Now it's Allen going down the floor past Michaela Barnes to Walton. Back to Barnes. Barnes pump fake on the three. Drive in. Kick back out to Walton. Wide open three. No good, though. Off the front of the rim. Not enough on it. Rebound by Slippery Rock. It'll be Pietropola taking it down the floor. Putting up a shot is Pietropola driving in on Yon. Going to be a foul called as she's driving in. It's going to be on Pietropola. An offensive charge. So it'll be Edinboro ball. Exchanging some words with Whitney Allen. And number 23, Brooke Hinderlitter.
I don't like that name.
Hinderlitter?
It's an ugly name.
No, it's not. Don't say that. I think it's just a fine name, Brooke Hinderlitter. I like it. It's a basketball name.
Hinderlitter?
It's a sports name.
It's like a cat litter name.
But now it's Iona Vaughn with the ball. She gets an open look at a three. No good. on the shot, though. Rebound by Allison Thompson. And it'll go back to Vaughn in this near side corner to Walton. To the free throw line to Allen. Allen trying to get it to Anna. Vaughn gets it thrown away, but they steal it right back, and it'll lead to an open three by Thompson. She'll miss it, though. Gets her own rebound. Second shot, and no good also, but she got fouled as she's going up. She's grabbing her lower back. Maybe it hurt just a little bit, so she's going to go to the line shooting 2.
You know, Gabe, I don't really want to say this, but there's 6 minutes left. Edinburgh's got 74 on the board. Do you think they could drop 100?
We will see. If I was a betting man, I would say no.
I'm going to say no as well, but
first free throw by Allison Thompson is made. Edinburgh, their largest scoring game of the season was against Seton Hill. They had 90.
Nice.
Second shot by Thompson is good also. It would take a lot, but they're at 76 right now, 48 with 6:08 to go. Edinburgh shooting the ball from the field, 42%. From beyond the arc, 50%. The only bad one is 63% from the free throw line. They're good everywhere else except for the give-me ones. And now a 3 on the other end by Pietropola. She drills it. 76-51, under 6 minutes to go. Barnes with the ball. To Roston. Roston's got 4 fouls, so she's got to be a little careful. To Allen. Allen driving in, kick back to Barnes. Barnes brings it back to the top to Sarah Fisher, who's in off the bench, puts up the 3, and she drills it. Bench goes crazy for Sarah Fisher. There's a foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Whitney Allen. Shot will count, though. And no, they're going to call it on number 20 for Slippery Rock. That's going to be Leanne Gibson. That's going to be her 4th foul also. Team's 4th. And so Edinburgh, after that made 3 by Sarah Fisher, will get the ball right back. 79-51, 5:34 to go in the 4th quarter. And now a timeout on the floor. It's going to be on Slippery Rock trying to slow down this Edinburgh offense. And we'll take a timeout with them. We will be back in 30 seconds right here on the Edinburgh Sports Network. .51. They got the ball here, too, and a quick 3 by Michaela Barnes. Like I said, it's like they're down by 30. Michaela Barnes shoots the open 3, and she drills at 82-51 now, 5:20 to go. Jared, remember how you were like, can this Edinburgh team reach 100? And I was like, if I was a betting man, I would say no. If they keep on taking and making these threes and getting a steal like we just saw there by Barnes, one-on-one, she'll pull up for the jump shot, and she drills it from the free throw line. We might see 100. I think we're going to see the highest scoring game for the women's team in this one, but
if nothing else, high scoring game.
84-51 your score now. Oh my, this team is deadly. Shot by Slippery Rock on the other end, no good. I mean, I feel like it was just a close game just a few minutes ago. All of a sudden, Edinburgh is up by exactly 33 points.
I didn't even get up and go to the bathroom at all. I came back from La La Land, and here we are, 84-51.
La La Land.
Yeah, I kind of space out sometimes.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the movie, possibly. But now a foul called on Slippery Rock. It'll be
sponsor, maybe?
It'll be Edinburgh ball once again. It'll lead to an open 3 by Sarah Fisher.
Dave, what is going on?
87-51. Oh, my God. Jared, remember how I was like, there's no way they're going to make 100. They would need their highest scoring quarter of the season. And guess what?
There's 4:30 left, Gabe. There's 13 points.
I hope I'm wrong. And it will be Fordham with the ball. Fordham, pass number 2. Ayana Gervner driving in, blocked by Roston hard. That had some tenacity on it. It goes straight out of bounds, and it'll be Slippery Rock ball. And man, this Edinburgh team, they are not playing nice against local rival Slippery Rock. Now off the inbound shot is up by number 20, Leanne Gibson.
That it? Yep.
And that's going to be called on Sierra Roston. So Roston, she will take a seat, and she had herself quite a day. 11 points, 9 rebounds, and give her also 7 blocks. So close to that triple-double, but she's going to be taking a seat. And Trace Donch, our color commentator before the game, that was his player to watch, and so he predicted it quite a little bit.
Something about color commentators and predicting things, huh, Gabe?
Don't get too full of yourself. Free throw is good for Gibson. Second free throw is no good. Allen to Vaughn.
Oh,
Vaughn losing control of the ball. They're going to say it was poked down. It'll go out of bounds.
Burrow ball. Want to bet money on it, Gabe?
Barnes inbound to Schaefer. Schaefer to Vaughn. Vaughn put up a 3. She doesn't care. Rebound by no one. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Slippery Rock. The shot was no good, and Slippery Rock just losing control of the rebound because out of bounds, so Edinburgh will get the ball right back.
Stays here.
Barnes to Vaughn. Vaughn a 3 herself. No good. Rebound by Schaefer. Schaefer will bring it back out to Vaughn. Vaughn goes through her hands, though, but it's going to go straight to Barnes. But Edinburgh putting up 3s like it's nothing right now. Vaughn to Schaefer. To Barnes. To Sarah Fisher. To Vaughn once again. Vaughn to Schaefer. In the corner. Puts up the 3. No good. Rebound. I want this 100. I want this 100
Just
real.
by an inch.
I know it's unsportsmanlike, but man, I want to see 100.
No. They earned this. Get the 100.
And now, Kaylee Young with the ball. Young gets the ball stolen away by Vaughn. Vaughn, no one around her, puts up the layup. No good, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Heard a little bit of footsteps. Man, it's okay. It's okay. It's
not
okay. And the thing is, too, Slippery Rock with their second team in, Edinburgh with most of their second team in also. They have Barnes and Allen back on the floor still, but this Edinburgh team, they have a bench, but it's not really like they have a bench. All these players that are out there play so many minutes. It's like they had the second team out there the entire game. They do a very good job rotating. So it might seem like they have their star players out there right now, but really it's still the second team. It's weird. But now an open 3 by Michaela Barnes. She drills it. Good ball movement by Edinburgh. The setup shot. 90 to 52. Under 3 minutes to go now. They're smelling that 100. They've already tied their highest season total with 90 points. Looking to take over.
She's got 22 points.
It's a lot. Now a drive in by number 20, Leanne Gibson. Hits the layup. 90 to 54 now. 2:20 to go. Drive in by Vaughn. Blocked. Rebound by Slippery Rock. Fast break. Jumper by number 12, Sierra Fordham. She drills it. 90 to 56. 2:11 to go.
I don't know, Gabe. They're kind of slowing it down. I don't know, man.
Fisher to Barnes to the free throw line. To Allen. Back out to Vaughn for a 3. No good. Fight for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball called. Possession arrow facing the way of Slippery Rock.
Do you want to be on Sports Center?
90 to 56. Edinburgh leads with 1:52 to go. Quite the game overall for the Fighting Scots. The only thing bad you can say about it is low free throw shooting percentage.
Yeah, everything
else is perfect.
Great.
Now a shot by Slippery Rock, no good. Rebound by Whitney Allen. Now Whitney Allen with 18 rebounds. Oh my, Edinburgh will get up the floor in a hurry. Great passing leads to a wide open layup by Bridget Schaefer. That's selfless basketball. 92 to 56 now, their highest scoring game of the season.
Coach Bradford, if you want to recruit a quarterback, please come to a girls' basketball game.
Hinderlitter, 3-pointer for Slippery Rock, drills it. 92 to 58.
I don't like that name again.
You better. It's a basketball name.
Basketball name.
1 minute to go. 3 by Sarah Fisher. No good. Rebound by Bridget Schaefer. Second shot by Schaefer. No good, but she's going to go to the line shooting 2. Looking to make it 94 to 58, but right now they're at 92.
High score.
Edinburgh as a team shooting the ball from the free throw line, 15 of 24. First free throw is good. 93 to 58, 1:01 to go. Second shot is good also. 94-58, under a minute to go. I'm sure the men's team is looking in and being like, how are we going to match this? Hinderlitter. Down low to number 10, Kaylee Young, blocked. Fast break the other way, Edinburgh. Schaefer puts up the layup, no good though. Ooh, just enough defense by Slippery Rock. And that might be it, maybe a little bit, because shot clock in-game clock is winding down. Slippery Rock is going to be holding it here. 94-58, under 30 seconds to go. Anna Vaughn trying to steal the ball away. Trying to steal the ball away, and she's going to get called with a foul. That'll be her second, team's third. Young to Hinderlitter. To Givner. Givner driving in, loses control, but she gets it right back, and now she'll throw the ball away. Almost a backcourt violation, but Hinderlitter saves it at the last second. Leads to an open three by Givner. Givner drills it. 6.4 seconds to go. Iona Vaughn taking it down the floor in a hurry. Vaughn, no one around her. She's going to put up a last-second shot. She doesn't care at all. And it's going to be blocked as she's going up. And that's going to do it for us. 94-61. A lot closer to 100 than I thought it was going to be. This Edinburgh team facing a rival in Slippery Rock gets out of here and improves their record to 21-2 on the season. What a complete game by the Fighting Scots. You have anything to say, Jared?
When it's a rivalry game, you don't care.
You don't
Rules,
care.
Sportsmanship, cool kind of. But in this game, you know, we just saw it. 6 seconds left. I don't care. I'm going up with that thing. That was, you know, that was the Edinburgh motto tonight. You know what? Watch me. Put it on a T-shirt, Gabe. Watch me. That's exactly what the Edinburgh women's team said to Slippery Rock. You can't do that to us. Watch me. Watch me.
And there you have it. Edinburgh with a 94-61 win in this one. And we're going to have the men's game coming back up. Neither one of us will be on the call. I got a Valentine's Day date I have to get to. So Dakota's going to be on the call for me. And Maddie G is going to be on the call also.
Yeah,
it's okay, Dakota.
I don't either. Guess what? We're losers. Oh, well.
But that'll do it here. Thank you.